Tonight, the United States Coast Guard releasing its findings and assigning blame to the deadly submersible implosion back in 2023. The agency saying OceanGate, the company behind the incident, is to blame for the implosion that killed 5 people. OceanGate also accused of evading regulatory scrutiny by avoiding third-party reviews of its equipment. Most notably, the tragedy in the eyes of investigators was preventable. Here's Eyewitness News reporter Lindsay Tuchman.
The scathing 335-page report released today comes nearly a year after the Coast Guard's Marine Board of Investigation held a 2-week hearing about the Titan submersible's implosion while diving to view the Titanic. 5 were killed, including OceanGate CEO Stockton Rush. Had he survived, the investigative team would have recommended manslaughter charges to the DOJ. Here's board chair Jason Neubauer.
Yeah, I think that's one of the key messages from this investigation is this incident was, from the board's view, absolutely preventable. And when we looked at the evidence, the board feels it was actually predictable that something that the hull was experiencing damage that was cumulative and eventually would fail.
The Marine Board interviewed more than 24 witnesses, including former OceanGate employees, and found, quote, OceanGate's toxic safety culture, corporate structure, and operational practices were critically flawed, and at the core of these failures were glaring disparities between their written safety protocols and their actual practices. The report says Rush was warned again and again about how dangerous his submersible was, and not only ignored the warnings, but even threatened those who spoke up with lawsuits or termination. Apparently, the hull of the Titan sub was damaged during previous dives, but was never tested or reevaluated for problems. Witnesses testified about previous close calls on other OceanGate subs.
You see over time that they began to become less and less compliant as they figured out the system until you get to the Titan operations, which were completely off the radar, from a regulatory standpoint.
The Marine Board's report also suggests safety recommendations moving forward to strengthen submersible operations after this preventable loss of 5 lives that shocked the world. In the newsroom, Lindsay Tuchman, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.